What? Hi. Pretty good. I'm watching The Simpsons. Yeah. Have you heard of it? Yeah. This X-Files episode, Homer
I remember that one.
said he's encountered an alien. It came up to me and told me to not be afraid. And Marge says, "Have you been drinking?" And he says, "No." Well, 10 beers.
Yeah. That is not the that's drinking. That's not the
Yeah.
answer that he gave, I would say.
Right.
So that's pretty funny. Man. How else?
Good show.
Yeah, it's a great show. One of the best.
Yeah.
How else goes it? Okay, where were we? I need to... I got this flea. Alright. KSS nothing 1.
Nothing won, yes.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh man, these are some rockets, yo. Okay. What we're trying to do is orbit Kerbal and take a flea to a speed of 110 and 220 above 51,000. Above 50 kilometers or so. Now, last time we were going too fast. And we didn't orbit because that could have been pilot error.
Right.
Could have been where did Jebediah go? Could have been your fault, you know? I'm not gonna rule that out. Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah, so let's see. Got our staging. 1, 2, 3. Actually, this we want. Okay, that should have nothing in it. 4, 5. Okay. This we want to limit the thrust.
Yeah. Set the Kerbal engineer thing to atmospheric and just make sure the thrust is higher than 1.
Like 1.3. Let's say.
Yeah.
Like which you'll probably see in about 7 seconds.
Right.
Oh man, also I solved a couple more sausage puzzles.
Oh, did
like
you?
It's been months, and then I went back and I'm like, well, how the heck do I do this? And solved a couple at a fairly rapid pace, and then ran into another one that I didn't know how to do. But sausages continue to roll, albeit slowly. But
Sure.
one of these days, I will roll the final sausage. The final sausage! Okay. How about this? Thrust to weight ratio 1.3. 1.33 repeating, of course. Not like an old meme.
Maybe.
Okay. Save that the KSS nothing. Why is it KSS?
Kerbal spaceship.
I guess so, but I mean, I don't. Whatever. Okay. I think this looks alright.
Could be.
Let's find out. Okay. Got Jebediah here. Now. EVA report while landed at Kerbal launch pad. That I have to be on the ground for that, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Temperature scan landed at Kerbal. Alright, let's do that one. Log temperature. There we go. 9 quadrillion science.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not bad, right?
No.
Alright, look. Let's get real here. I'm the greatest astronaut who ever lived. And the fourth greatest spaceship designer who's ever lived, not counting the first 3 who are dead, defaulting me to 1. So what do you think? That's all accurate. So here we go. Gonna launch this.
4.
Okay. Let me be sure that. Let me get these up. I do kind of like this. Orbit Kerbal. Mission objective 1. Achieve goal.
Yeah, some of them just say what they are and then
Shit.
say what
Okay,
they
this
are.
might work. It's not super stable, but I think... Alright, this is just what we call in spaceship design pinching it off. That's all that is. Just pinching, just a little bit of a pinch. Other way, other way. No. Oh dear. We might need a little more thrust. Oh dear. Well, we can go this way, I guess. Why not? I guess we're going a little bit more north than planned. That's okay. Oh dear. Why'd that happen? Uh-oh.
So you passed the speed.
Yeah. Can't really do anything about that now.
No.
But, you know.
You can always try to slow down once you get up there.
Yeah, we're running into some other problems, it seems. Like, I am not tilting it.
Right. Well, you don't have a lot of steering authority.
Right.
You pretty much just have, like, the reaction to the command module, which isn't much.
Okay, so here's what's going down. I don't like this shit.
What's your Apple apps now?
21.
Oh, okay.
I can't seem to lift. I can't do anything.
Which engine do you have? The 30 or 45?
I have the 30.
Okay, so the 45 at least has thrust vectoring too.
Let's see. Okay, so
It's a terrible choice.
yeah. All right. So here's what's gonna happen. Oh my.
Overheating?
Well, look at that. Okay, no, this is gonna work out.
Oh. Oh. Where once there was a ship, now there's none.
Now there's many ships, much smaller and less complete.
Yeah.
Let's make a new one. Here, let's try this again. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Let's not bring the science junior with us this time.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let's try this again. We're gonna do mango snap. Excuse me. Okay. All right. What's better, the Droge or the radial mount? Radial mount Droge or the radial, like,
The
blue and orange?
drogue shoots are good for like the first level. Like they slow you down from going real fast, and then they don't slow you down enough to land.
Okay, well,
So you need both.
But I mean, so like, let's say I had a MK16 parachute. Would
Yeah,
one
that's
Droge?
good to land.
That's good. So
Yeah.
one Droge would slow me down enough so I don't
Yeah.
destroy the parachute. Okay.
Yeah.
So
You want to stage them separately, so the drogue goes first, and then after.
yes, well, we'll get to staging in a second. We've changed this from the KSS Nothing 1 to the KSS Nothing 1A. Is the first-ish vessel to attempt orbit.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Vectoring range 3. Okay, so the gimbal is like lets you steer and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good to know. Actually, not yet. Hold on a second. I want to. I'm gonna take that flea up there. Hmm. Okay. Now this is a ship. Alright, we've got a flea, which we also want to get rid of this. It's got no fuel. Got some fuel. Got a couple parachutes. So let's see. Which one's this? How do you... Wait a minute. Oh, I see. There we go. Okay, so... boosters, decouplers. Firing that. That does nothing. Decoupler. Parachute, parachute. Okay. I think we might be in okay-ish shape here.
Okay.
Let's try it. Well, actually, wait a second. Can we...
No.
Let's try it. Okay. All right. Mission log open. Science open. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I counted after I already hit the button. That's for PR's sake. Oop. Alright. Looks a little more stable. Ooh, maybe not. A little bit. Oh, hold on, hold on. Oh, no. Whoa, what's this? What's happening? Why is it doing that? Why, what's happening here?
It's going. It likes to keep going.
I'm no longer facing up. What's happening here? Oh, jeez. Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay, alright. We'll just do this. Everything's fine, nothing's ruined. There we go. Okay, back up. I can't hear you.
Oh, whoops. I'm not sure why it was stable flying backwards, because you have fins.
Yeah.
That should have worked, but oh well. Yeah, once it starts leaning,
It's singing.
it wants to keep leaning.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Well, only one thing to do. Why did it start leaning?
I would use a first stage of also the 45. That'll be 45.
So you'd put that in there in the first stage as well, with the boosters?
Yeah, instead of boosters.
Instead of the boosters?
Yeah.
Well, what am I using the boosters for?
Don't use boosters. Yeah,
Bob.
because they don't. They're cheap, but they don't have control authority.
Alright. You know what? You were the one who suggested boosters in the first place.
Am I?
Yeah. Okay, how about this? There. Let's try that one. Okay.
Oh, and then like make an additional. Still add radial decouplers, and then just add more fuel tanks and another pair.
I just don't know. I don't think it's gonna work.
This might get you the flea mission. I don't think it'll get orbit though.
I'm going pretty fast. Oh, well, maybe we should just do the flea one.
So when your apoapse gets to like 5,500 or whatever,
Yeah. Then we can cut it.
then you can, yeah. And then once you get up there, you can try and make it.
Well, I wouldn't have enough to. Well, maybe I would.
Yeah, the air's still slowing you down at the moment.
Yeah, that's alright.
It might work for us.
Right. Right. Want to see my brain?
It sounds dangerous.
I remember the frame rate being better. You know, that's probably just the shadows. Or whatever else I did to this. That's all right.
So now, point. Oh, you're gonna slow down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to orbit. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
But I should be able to slow down enough that
If you don't get it on the way up, you can get it on the way down.
yeah. While I'm up here.
Yeah, just missed it.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna have to keep pointing up. Because you're gonna need to slow yourself down.
What's this light? This little light next to the altitude velocity here. Between atmosphere, this orange light here.
Atmosphere, orange light. Oh. That might be saying that you're descending too fast to land safely.
Hmm.
But honestly, I'm not sure.
That seems kind of silly, Bob.
So now-ish, you should start firing the engine if you see yourself going faster than your max speed. But it looks like you're gonna hit it.
Shit.
Yeah, you got it.
Ah, no, I want to go down.
You got the.
I seem to be in orbit. Oh, I did get it. Okay, great. We're all set then.
Then maybe just fire the rest of your fuel at the horizon in some direction.
Yeah.
Maybe like aim south, so you're towards the water.
South, he says. Alright, sure. I'll try it your way. Mister, I've never played this game before.
Just so you're coming down at more of an angle rather than straight.
Right.
There's that gimbaled engine.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I see it jiggling its little bell end there.
Yeah. Bellin. It's true though.
Yeah, it is.
Wiener.
Yeah.
And much as it says it's safe to fire that first shoot, I wouldn't until you get.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Alright. I'm okay accomplishing this mission here. Alright, there we go. There we go.
Getting a case of the slows.
Getting a case to the, yeah, definitely.
The atmosphere.
Yeah, the atmosphere is...
Ionosphere, if you like.
It's making itself known.
Yeah.
The atmosphere said, hey, can I show you a trick? And I'll say, yeah, what is an atmosphere? And the atmosphere says, I don't know, just I found out that I can catch on fire. So I say, yeah, I guess that's cool.
I'm going kind of fast, though. Yeah, you're gonna want to fire them shoots.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
There we go. And the Kerbal planet has exploded. A fine day for all involved.
That's not so good.
So the planets in this game are on rails, more or less. They're not like actually...
True.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. That would seem to be one thing too many. And by one thing, I mean it would be one thing, but probably require 6 times as many resources per planet. I don't know.
Yeah. So, have you heard of the N-body problem?
What's that?
It's a problem in physics of modeling how gravitational forces affect up to n bodies,
Oh, okay.
and it's not solved.
Gotcha.
So the two-body problem has been, as is the famous restricted three-body problem. I don't know exactly.
What's the restricted three-body what's restricted? One of the bodies? All the bodies?
Maybe.
The movie about them?
I'm looking.
Okay.
That might be like in two dimensions.
He's making it up as he goes along. Okay, two dimensions.
But basically, there isn't a formula for modeling more than two gravitational.
So what do you mean? Like there's no way to tell. So if you have bodies orbiting each other in 3D space,
yeah,
and it's more than two, we have no way of knowing. We have no way of calculating
where they're going to be
with accuracy.
In, like, a zillion years. Yeah.
Okay.
So you like.
How far can we go before the decimal point gets too large for us to? I mean, like how far ahead can we go before we're like measuring by integers instead of points? And it's like, oh man, this ain't accurate anymore.
Right. For like in our solar system, most of the time you can just say, okay, whatever planet plus the sun, and that gets you close enough. Or like,
but Jupiter kind of, yeah, but Jupiter goes in there and he screws up stuff all over the place.
Exactly. Yeah, and so then you do like, okay, so it's the Earth and Sun plus perturbations by Jupiter, and then you can kind of figure that out. But
sure,
but like, really, everything's having a small effect on everything else, and that, yeah, you're right. It would take a lot more research to model that.
Interesting. So, like, aside from the resource problem, we just simply don't have the math know-how to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because we don't know how gravity works.
That's part of it.
Right? Or, like, we don't know why. Either.
Yeah.
What was it? There was a great XKCD that was, like... What is it? 1 second. I really liked it. It's stuck in my mind, but of course I forgot it. So let me... I think this is it. Let me see.
I like a good XKC.
There are four fundamental... Alright, so here's the XKC. There are four fundamental forces between particles. One is gravity, which obeys this inverse square law. And person 2 says, okay. Number 2 is electromagnetism, which obeys this inverse square law. And also Maxwell's equations. Also what? Number 3, the strong nuclear force, which obeys, well, it holds protons and neutrons together. I see. It's strong. And then 4, the weak force, it's radioactive decay. That's not a sentence. You just said radio. Those are the fundamental 4 forces.
Yeah.
Of those 4 forces, there's one we don't really understand. Is it the weak force or the strong? It's gravity.
Right.
Which is a weak force.
Yeah, comparatively.
It is, right? It's known as a weak force.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Man, physics is crazy. I was reading about quantum cryptography.
Okay.
How cool is that? So the deal being, so recently China launched the first quantum communications satellite.
Yeah.
And did we talk about this before?
No, but I heard about it.
Yeah, so but did you read about this stuff? Like So basically, computers are getting fast, and computers are very fast, but we are approaching a theoretical limit, because to make computers faster, we make them smaller.
Yeah.
But atoms only get so small.
Right.
So, we're going to run into that. Intel is like, well, maybe we can go a little faster. We're not saying how. But, of course, then the solution that seems popular is the quantum computer, which basically can do multiple computations at the same time. Like, there's more than 2 states per bit.
Right.
That's the gist of it, as I understand it. But since all of our encryption is mathematically based and designed in a way that our computers would take too much time for computers based on linear mathematics, I guess, to it would take too long to break that kind of encryption.
Right.
But with quantum computers, that would not necessarily be the case.
Right.
Because they are an order of magnitude more quick at doing their computer stuff. So then quantum encryption, the idea is that it doesn't use math, but physics instead to encrypt its data. And it's fascinating because basically it's taking like a key in a way, and having the two parties understanding sort of what's going on, more or less, but then you send like these photons through a filter, one of 4 filters, to have a type of spin on it, and then the recipient has filters that either accept the photon or reject it, and so you're sort of guessing like which filter goes to what, and then the other person says if that filter is correct or not, but only the 2 people would know if the photons, which filter goes to what photon, and is able to deduce, based on the spin of the photon, whether or not it made it through the filters, plus the information from the sender regarding the orientation of the photons. Because then that's how they would be able to decode data. And the thing, though, is that if there was someone who was intercepting this, they would interfere with the photons, and so any type of interception would be detected, simply because the code has physically changed.
Right.
It's crazy.
That's cool.
That's really neat. Yep. One second. Hold on one moment. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back.
Right. So physics is weird.
Physics is really weird. It's fascinating. Like, so much so. I do
you have
like
enough
physics.
science to do another science?
Let's see. I have 32 signs. I'm going to say no. 45, 45, 45, 45. No, I don't.
So you've got all the cheap ones. It would be nice to get something that helps you steer. But I guess it's not.
Look, I don't have time to steer.
Yeah.
I let physics do the steering. Okay, so let's.
Yeah, I would see if you can do a design where you have a main stage with an LV-45 and then another stage with 45s on the outside.
Oh, how about this? We could haul LV-45 into flight above Kerbal.
Yeah. Sounds like something you're gonna do.
6,000 to 13,000 speed. We can do that. Can we use it, or do we just have to carry it?
Yeah, you just.
Or let me rephrase that. Are we allowed to use it?
Yeah.
Okay. Haul radio mount drogue shooting a flight above Kerbal. I can do that too. Let's see what we got.
But got but.
Yeah, definitely. I've sort of found like a little spot in Elite where I've been doing missions and things like that. Mm-hmm. Elite is a space toy. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've certainly got my $15 worth, but I was always trying to figure out, like, is this a game or is this just like, what is this? It's just kind of a space toy. It's fun to play with. It's hard to recommend because it's like kind of awesome, but it's also like, you know, you're not gonna. There's less of a game than Kerbal in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, let's see what we got. Actually, wait, can we... What's this? Stay put, Nick. Is this basically... Is this like I don't need to send up pilots?
Yeah.
Oh. Would that be a good idea?
Could be.
Like if I'm not orbiting yet.
It does use electrical power, and I'm not sure if you use solar panels yet. So you can run into the old problem where...
I hate the old problem.
Yeah.
Oops. Alright, well...
Not a fan of the old problem.
No, the old problem, that's a rough one. Okay. What are we doing?
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Alright, we need to get a SWIP 45 and a droge. Drogway.
Drogway.
We can do that.
Droge Squadron.
Yes. All right.
Beepity 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 beepity. God.
What?
My alarm.
Hey, what's the thing that turns something... Oops.
Yawn.
Sideways.
WASD.
Oh man, that's right. Yeah. So I went to a show last night, and one of my good friend bass players was playing in it, but there was a part where he's playing claves, and the guy next to me could tell that I was not in approval of how he was holding the claves. And I was biting my tongue because I didn't want to be that guy, right? But
Yeah.
it's like you rest one clave,
Yeah.
you don't hold them both, and so. But
No.
I noticed because of course I would notice, but it's
Yeah.
like no one else would notice, no one else would care, nobody does care. It's not important.
You got to have negative space under it. So it's
Yeah,
right.
exactly. But someone noticed that I noticed. And so, that's kind of funny. All right, science. There it is. Okay. So now we actually don't need to go into orbit with this.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
What are those, well, I don't know. Altitude speed ranges.
Okay, so we need to go 3,000 to 10,000. 6,000.
Yeah.
Okay, 6,000 to 13,000. 390 is our max, and 13,000 is our max. So the Venn diagram here is 260 minimum, 10,000 maximum. 260 meters a second minimum at 10,000 meters maximum.
Okay.
We can do that with this, right?
I would think so.
Oh yeah. Let's try it.
Oh my god. Get a heat shield or a decoupler.
Oh yeah. Duh. Thank you.
Oh.
What should we call it? We should call it Smalley 1. Just some small ship for hauling stuff.
Butts.
For tests. Parentheses butts. End parentheses. Okay. Let's try it. Oh wait, no, we want fins.
The Buttville Express.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm a fan of that.
You can use that.
Thank you. I would if I didn't hate it. That's a joke.
What was that?
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Hey,
that
Max.
was the but.
Well, that's a pleasant surprise. How
Ba-doop.
are you? Ba-doop.
Good.
How are you?
Yeah.
Ascending perfect fit.
Doo-doo.
Last night, I landed a rover on Duna.
Nice.
Do not want to hear about it, my man.
Oh. Well, when I landed, it was like 9 meters per second, and all it broke was the heat shield,
Uh-huh.
and all but one wheel. I had 6 wheels on the rover.
Uh-huh.
I managed to get it out, get some science, and then the other wheel broke. So it's just sitting there.
So this was an unmanned rover or a manned rover?
Yes, an unmanned rover.
An unmover.
Too fast.
I fixed it.
I don't know. Bob, maybe you can help.
Possibly.
I keep running into the issue where I have
Nice.
too much science or too much data to transmit.
Oh, so you either need like some giant ass batteries or
Well, except in the Scott Manley version, I mean, it's a Scott Manley design, so
So it sucks.
I don't know if it's like just, yeah. I don't know if it's not allowing partial data or it's just like it's the data from the atmospheric sensor or whatever.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why it won't transmit. Or, yeah.
Sure. Well,
No suggestions. Just change
I'm
the
not
design.
sure.
Add
A
bigger
bunch of batteries. I would just throw batteries at it. But, or, I mean,
yeah, throw
I don't
batteries
know.
at it. Make
Yes.
sure that you cover them with enough tape so that some of them might stick. But it has to be electrical tape, or else it won't transfer the energy.
Or butt tape.
Right.
Yeah, butt tape
Yeah.
also. Yeah. Absolutely.
Elect butt tape.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I'm just doing a couple
still-
missions. Just shut up.
Still here?
Yeah, I'm still here,
You're-
buddy. How about
Parachutes.
0.4 science? How's that? There we go.
Wait, did you already land?
What? No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just doing science stuff for a second.
Oh, I see. Them two pods. Yeah, I'm knocking off some of these testing missions.
How's it going, Monks?
Good.
We're good. I went to that show yesterday, and it was long, and I was really tired, so I left shortly after and didn't really talk to everybody who was in it. But that's fine.
What show?
It was the task force thing that you did a couple years ago.
Oh, yes. Yes. Well, it's not the same one. We
No, it's
did
not the
the
same one.
Great American
But the
Trailer
group.
Park Christmas
Yeah.
musical.
Yeah. GATPCM.
Bad EDU.
Yeah.
Get that time forward faster. More.
Fine.
I mean, unless there's some sort of...
I mean, if my physics break because of your impatience, I might
That's
have
the
a
point.
word or 5.
That
Yeah,
doesn't.
look, I slowed
that
it down
hasn't
just
happened
before I
to
cried.
me.
Yeah, well, you know.
It used to happen every time.
Yeah.
but
Well,
it
you're
hasn't
above
happened
6
to
meters
me.
per second. I don't know what's going on here. I think, yeah, those goo containers. Let's see if it doesn't crash.
No, we're
It
good.
doesn't explode.
Everything's fine.
Oh,
We're all fine
forget
here
Yeah.
now.
yeah. Now.
How are you?
Great. Okay.
Oh, good.
There we go. That totally worked. All right, I'm recovering. That was Smally 1, or Small 1, or something. I don't know. Well, that's science.
I
Now
like
we're
Small
talking.
one better.
Yeah.
Oh, it's small.
All right, there we
I
go.
only discovered after
57.
several hours of playtime that you don't have to go to the space station. You can just hover over to that recover vessel part.
Yeah.
It took me a while.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of that.
Well, no, it's a good habit to go to the tracking station all the time. I think, anyway. But what do I know? I only invented space.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. So, where were we? We got some
It's a
science here.
science purchase.
Yeah. Now, which one were you thinking, Beep?
Well,
Aviation? Go full space plane because it works so well?
did you already buy the bottom science one?
I bought the bottom science. Yeah, that's already been purchased by me, along with the passive voice packet.
I often get the flight control one because that has fins that move
Oh, I see.
that are able to direct you in the atmosphere.
Okay, so I can only afford
That's
one of
useful.
these. Let's get that.
So
There you
basically
go.
anything but the aviation one.
Aviation one, got it. Cool. I ordered that one twice.
Good.
Yeah. Achievement unlocked. You got the Bob award for doing what Bob would do. Okay.
That Delta V deluxe wing is money.
You think maybe we can orbit now?
Yeah,
Okay. Let's try it.
if you don't suck.
yeah. Oh, that's a pretty big qualifier, my friend. Okay. Who's gonna be our orbiter? Jebediah, I guess. Why not?
I'll do it.
Probably.
I volunteer.
Okay.
No, on second thought, I'm not getting into any spaceship you have built.
A wise choice, a very wise choice.
Go back to your old design with the giant.
I
stack
don't
of food
like
things.
my old design. Okay, fine.
Alright, dude.
Alright. Which one? The one with the 3 boosters or the 2?
4. If you can swing it.
I asked a question, you made up an answer that had nothing to do. Which one?
Oh, I see. You're loading.
Yeah.
Well, load the 3.
Okay, the KSS nothing 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so that's this one. Now here, let's do this. Let's get rid of that. Let's put the 45 on there.
Put fins on your main stage and make them those new Delta Deluxe.
The Delta Deluxe, the DD
Yeah.
Dubs.
I like them because they're light and they have a decent amount of.
I like them because you can shut the hell up.
Yeah,
no,
that's true.
that's
Also
Alright,
true.
What do you
Also
think of
true.
this? Also true.
I belched.
Yeah, that's good. How's this? What do you think of that?
I don't know. I didn't see
I
it.
don't know, he says.
Yeah, no, that was good. What you're spinning around now.
Okay, maybe
Seems
that'll
right.
maybe that could get into an orbit of some kind. Let's.
Mhm.
here's what
Oh,
I'm gonna
put.
do.
Well,
I'm gonna raise this thrusting.
Lower
here.
the thrust.
I'm raising the
Yeah.
thrust.
I don't see your engineer numbers.
Okay, so I have
Oh,
the
there you
thrust limiter now at about 60%.
Go for
the
1.5 is probably good.
So what?
1.5 or so. I think that's pretty good.
I'm at 1.51.
Probably good.
So no, the correct answer is 1.51. What is this? Some sort of mad scientist program of some
Yeah.
kind? I don't know. So all right.
He's
Phone's
a
ringing. Phone's ringing.
madman.
Phone's ringing. Phone's ringing. Phone's ringing. Phone's ringing. Phone's ringing. Phone's ringing. That's the phone's ringing song because I heard a phone ringing.
Yeah, I know this.
Okay.
Alright, try it.
All right.
Oh, we need a new name.
Yeah, the 1B. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let's check our staging. Do we have anything that we don't need? Hold on a second. We don't need this flea solid fuel booster anymore, actually,
No, that's absolutely true.
because it's a whole, you know,
That was a whole jag for Megan.
yeah. However, that actually could be way more awesome. Da, da, da. And also, we probably don't need the big radio mount parachute. Ah, we'll keep it. Why not?
We're starting to enter buffer town here.
Oh, are we?
Bufferton.
Okay, let's see what happens if I just sort of hang here for a second. Oops.
We just detach the flea and threw it away.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I did that a while ago. You might need a little bit of a reload. I am dropping a couple frames here and there. I wonder what the deal is.
I just did reload.
Hmm.
Maybe you need reload.
I mean, that's usually what needs to happen. Okay. Close. Nothing concerning about this vessel. Alright, here we go.
Hopefully you'll be able to steer a bit better.
Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we? I'm gonna wait for my ship to stop doing a little wobble stobble. which it's doing. Interesting.
Try turning on SAS and make it stop.
Yeah,
That might
SAS
make
is
it
on.
worse.
Well, I mean, it was just like wobbling on the pad.
Right.
Don't lean, don't lean, don't lean, don't lean, don't lean. Wasting energy. Please don't go that way. I want you to go 90, not 270 this day. Ugh.
Oh, let's see, it's wobbling.
Yeah, you see what I mean? A little Wobblestein wobbler can. Yeah, we can do this. We're still good. Alright, there we go. 72, 73, 74, 75, and once we get to like 85, there we go, we'll cut that.
Mhm.
And we'll burn flat at 90. Ish. Come on, periapsis.
Passing 20 kilometers or just jettison.
Okay, yeah, I might run out of fuel. That's sort of the thing here. Oh, I'm in space.
What are you trying to do?
Orbit.
Okay.
I'm gonna run out of fuel.
Why are you going straight up?
Longer. I'm not gonna be able to orbit. That's okay. We'll do science all the same.
Suborbital.
Yeah, why not? That's okay. We'll just fly it better next time. Alright, lights. Where's my there it is.
Watching
Oh,
you
I
fly
can't-
this
I
thing,
can't-
it's like you haven't watched any Scott Manley videos ever.
Well, that's not very
Huh!
It's true that you could have started to make a turn.
I know. Well, I wasn't super stable. So,
True.
10K.
it's okay.
Start slowly to move to 45 degrees at 10K.
Is that what you usually do?
I was trying.
Yeah.
Oh, darn it! How'd that happen?
Hmm.
Oh, nothing. There was a button next to Monger's name that said mute. That's just weird. Alright, let me. Alright, I'm unchecking. There we go. Okay, no.
So let me repeat. At about 10,000.
Oh no, there's that
feet-
button again. No, I'm joking. So what were you saying? At 10,000 meters, that's when you start arcing?
Slowly arc to 45.
Okay. Okay. Remember the time when I told you about Scott Manley? That was fun. Now you're coming back at me. You're like a Dark Souls fan. Where I'm like, hey man, you guys.
The Dark Souls of Space Sims.
Remember when I didn't tell you about Scott Manley?
I
I
do.
assumed everybody already knew.
Yeah, I told Monger about how you didn't tell me
assumed
about
you
that.
knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told Monger about how you called him the great
Well,
teacher.
obviously, there's this Scottish astronomer who plays this
Oh,
game.
it's Scott Manley.
Hello. Fly
Hello.
safe.
And welcome.
Hello. Now we have to do science.
Look at the Delta V. Oh, that's
And what-
just beautiful.
We're tilting here. So we'll just...
Oh, look at the sunset. Sunset over Kerbal.
Man, what a fascinating modern age we live in.
Right?
Yeah.
You probably could fit some more fuel tanks on that main stage.
I bet I
Juice.
could.
Fascinating modern age where we still emulate accents.
Well, that'll never change.
Yep.
True.
It's also true.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
When are you gonna land this thing?
yeah, I'm gonna land it right about nowish. There's no
Million
real...
hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna spin
Ugh.
this thing around. I'm gonna...
Did you EVA collect your data?
I don't have the EVA yet.
Oh.
I'm going to get that once I get the money, which I might have, but...
A couple more missions. You might have it now, actually. I'm not sure.
I might, yeah.
You want to make sure you have enough money to build a rocket. You want to.
Yeah.
I have to go to rehearsal. So.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Good luck.
Rehearsal.
Fly safe.
Fly safe.
Fly safe.
Thank you.
See ya.
Alright, well, have fun. Thanks for everything.
He is gone. Glad that guy's gone.
Yeah, seriously. Is he gone? I don't speak Spanish. Okay, no, boy, it's dark. Alright. Oh, crap. No, don't spin. No, not that way, not that way. There we go. Whoo, boy. That was almost terrible. Ha ha ha. Oh, boy.
Okay.
You'll see in a second. I'm just sort of tumbling as
Well,
I'm going back in the atmosphere.
I
But
saw your engine kick. Are you trying to land with the materials bay? Is there a heat shield on that?
yes, there is.
Did you close the doors?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure it changes anything,
I don't know if
but
it
it
does.
might. See, right now you're at 60.
Yeah, we're good.
60
We're okay.
kilometers.
Yeah. Just sort of in the...
Oh, there's you spinning.
Yep. Yeah, we fixed it. Don't worry. It's just sort of in the middle of the night. Can't see anything over here.
Yeah. I have that
That's
same problem.
scary. Yeah. I like that that's a thing, though. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get those chutes out. I'm going to speed us up. Alright, we might be lucky. We might be landing in the ocean. Hard to tell, though. On account of it being nighttime.
I just turned on the Twitch audio,
Yeah.
and it's got me saying you're at 60 kilometers when you were really at 9K.
Ah. Okay. Well, there's a
'Cause
heck of
of
a
the
delay there, yeah.
Time delay.
Yeah. Oh,
Parachutes.
I think we're good.
Cool.
True scan. What else? Yep. Well, good enough. Recover, because I took my dude out. So it's 40. There we go. Let's see what we got. At 40 science, it's not enough to do something, but let's see. It's the astronaut complex. I still don't have enough to get the EVAs. So that's okay. That's alright. We're still trying to orbit yet, so.
Did you get out underwater? Is that what I'm looking at?
Yeah, that's what happens. So you might want to reload, maybe?
Sure.
I don't know.
I don't know if that'll fix it, but
I don't know. I mean, you're still gonna get a delay of like 10 seconds no matter what, but
and now I'm getting an ad.
ugh, ad blocker for Twitch.
Is that a thing?
No, you just use ad blocker. It should block it.
Never used ad blocker.
Yeah, I don't always like to use ad blocker unless it's for a site where the ads are really in the way, because otherwise, I mean, like, sites need ad money, you know.
Yes.
And they don't get it if you have ad blocker. And it can be destructive, but it's like, come on. Twitch is annoying. If I was getting a cut for those ads, that'd be a different story, but I'm not. And I don't think Twitch is going to get a heck of a lot of cut if it's just you watching, so I don't know. But that's okay. So let's try this again. Okay, let's try this. I think we might be in good shape. Alright, so this is for orbiting. And here we go.
Space is for orbiting.
Mm-hmm.
As in the space bar, because you're going.
Right.
It's the space bar.
Right. So 10 kilometers?
Have a drink.
Yeah.
10K, slowly move it over to 45. It's going to kind of pull you back.
Yeah.
So just kind of keep tapping is what I do.
Yeah.
So what height does your altimeter say now?
It's gonna be 10. Now it's at 10.
Okay. I'm 5,000 meters behind you.
Okay. We got a problem here.
Did it throw you out of control?
No. It's not so bad. It's just like the boosters. I have a lot of boosters, so it made it really hard to angle it.
Steer. Oh, you have SAS off. Oh, wait, there it is.
No, I have it. I have it on.
Well, you had it off when you started your rotating.
No, I turned it off to try to add a little more rotation on there.
I see.
And then turn it back on before I lost control. Alright, 94,000 now. 94,000 Apple axis. So I'm flattening out.
Yeah, you're probably good at 80 if you wanted to just do that.
Well, yeah.
Unless the mission.
Well, I meant to do it a little earlier. I just no. I'm. This is just purely orbiting because I'm not. I don't have a mission right now.
Mhm. Yeah, it looks pretty
Still
good.
might not have enough fuel. Oh no, I might. We'll see what happens. Come on. Damn it.
Didn't have enough?
No. Not quite. Like, I wouldn't have had enough to... I might have been able to make it into orbit, but I wouldn't have had enough to get back. So.
Yeah, revert to vehicle assembly.
Yeah, I already did that.
Yeah, it's just happening now. Add another fuel tank or two.
That's what I'm doing. So now we got.
Yeah, you have plenty
This
of
should
money.
do it. This should do it. I don't.
What's your engineer say?
I don't know.
So how do you guys know what delta V you need to leave the atmosphere? Is that
That's
just
something.
like common knowledge at this point?
Yeah, I think so. I think you just. That's yeah. I think folks have looked it up more or less. Damn it.
Okay.
See, the problem too is that I'm sort of starting with a little bit of a wobble.
Yeah, you're not completely balanced.
Yeah.
That'll get better as you get more parts.
Yeah. As I said, it's just
I'm
sort of
trying that
wobbling
again.
on the actual launch pad,
Yeah.
which makes things difficult.
Wait for it to stop. $5K.
At 11.
I am 5K behind you still. At least it's not 60.
20. And here we go. All right, we're moving right along. Now,
BRB.
All right. This is not what I want. Oh, I know what the problem is. Hold on a second. So, moving right along. Alright. If you're just joining, I'm orbiting. If you're not just joining, then I'm not orbiting. But I am. So, here we go. Still going. Moving right along. This is looking pretty good. I think we're in shape. Yeah. And that should do it. That's good enough.
Scott Manley, yeah.
Scott Manley here. All right. We are in orbit, so I'm gonna take her down.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Monger. Can you hear me? Hello? Monger.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
I just refreshed the page and now I can hear you.
Gotcha, okay. Yeah, we're in orbit.
Yeah, I see that. Excellent job, sir.
Thank you. So I'm gonna bring her
Scott
back.
Manley.
I'm gonna bring her back. Okay, so. Oop. That ought to do it. And landing right in the ocean.
Bring your periapsis.
Periapsis is down
Bring
in
your
negative.
periapsis inside at 10.
The periapsis is inside of. Well, the periapsis is negative 157, so it might be a little sharp.
Okay.
But I think we're in okay shape.
Yes, with Kerbin's atmosphere, once you get inside 30, it may show the periapsis like 30K or 25K, but it's going to pull you in.
Yeah. Exactly. So, but I'm right now. I have a path directly into the ocean, so that's nice.
I guess what I'm saying is you will stop shy of where
Yeah.
where it shows you going in.
Oh yeah, totally. Right,
But I just don't know by how much.
I am going to jettison. There we go.
I have Buddy Miles's Memphis Train stuck in my head.
Oh yeah.
It's a good tune.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, it is.
Another Twitch ad.
Weird.
Well, I had to refresh.
Sure.
I think I was way behind. I'm gonna have to go in about 5 to 10 minutes anyway.
Yeah, I'm
got
gonna
another conference call.
I'm gonna stop this very soon. Oh crap. Going pretty fast here.
I'm getting a lot of loading on Twitch.
Yeah, I don't know if that's me. I seem to be dropping frames, and it could just be my. Oh Jesus. My awful. Oh dear. Could be my just absolutely horrendous internet.
Could be.
It's just so frustrating. And it could be Twitch. I don't know. I genuinely do not know. Why am I? That was weird. Well, whatever. We're gonna make it. So.
I keep forgetting to put that engineer chip on the ships.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you don't have an engineer, that's how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty goofy, but. All right, Valentina, well done. You have orbited and made it back safely. Or will in about a minute.
You get your EVA yet, or?
No, I should be able to after this, and then I'll call it.
Mm. I will say that microphone sounds pretty decent.
Great. I'm glad to hear that.
Large explosion.
Yeah, we made it. We're all right.
Too.
My science pods exploded, so that's the bummer there. But good enough. All right. I've got 96 science for that. Valentina gained an experience point. So we got some science, we got some money. I'm going to get my EVA ability, and then... There we go. So now we can EVA. We can buy some more science. But with that, I'm gonna call it. So,
Alright.
excellent.
Cool.
Thank you. Thanks for joining. That was fun.
Of course.
What a great game. All right, Monks. I'll talk to you later.
Yes.
Bye.